Everyone, it's Mrs. Foster. Welcome back to the channel. Joined today with Mr. Owl for today's album and talk a little bit about Kiss, one of my very favorite bands. You know, listening to them since I was 7 or 8 years old when a family member turned me on to Kiss. You know, loved their music my whole life. Today's album is 1983's Lick It Up. It's a fantastic album. You know, Ace Frehley, guitar player, was no longer in the band. You know, it really affected me at the time, and I'm sure, you know, millions of fans out there, of course, but in was Vinnie Vincent, new guitarist, and of course Eric Carr was already in the band, drummer, and they had that whole unmasking on MTV. If you lived through that, you may recall, right, they had a whole unmasking and album release with the title track, Lick It Up, the videos being played. I remember it was a school year, and I think it was fall, right, September. Excellent. You know, I saw this guy and I was like, oh, I wish it was Ace. I wish it was Ace taking off his makeup. Ace should be showing me, you know, what he looks like. Which was hard to accept at the time, but nonetheless, what a fantastic album. And, you know, Vinnie Vincent, not only a great guitar player, but in my opinion, even greater songwriter. Even though he's a really great guitar player, you know, contributing to more than half, I think like 3/4 of this album. Songs, you know, written by Vinnie in conjunction, you know, with Gene and Paul. And wow, Exciter starting off this album. Is Exciter not one of the most underrated Kiss songs in their entire catalog? I really wish they would have played that, you know, throughout their whole career. Exciter, just killer track. Not for the Innocent, Young and Wasted, All Hell's Breaking Loose, great track. Of course, Lick It Up, the title track, fantastic, and, you know, played right up until the end pretty consistently. Just a great album in general. And, you know, Vinnie Vincent, it didn't last very long. If you followed the band, you know, he kind of went off the rails on stage, you know, playing solos and things like that. Didn't last too long, but came back later for some writing contributions. But all in all, Lick It Up, fantastic album. Check it out if you've never heard it. 1983's Lick It Up. Stay metal, everyone. Take care.